So I'm going to give you my fan cast for the MCU's X-Men movies. Again, I've seen a lot of people just do casting actors they like in roles that don't really match their personalities from the comics. So I'm taking the personality traits from the comics and looking for actors who can play off those characterizations of the characters. So again, I'm not just throwing some big name actors on this cast. I'm actually casting teenagers, because originally in the comics this is supposed to be a story for teenagers, young adults, to feel like they're oppressed and all that stuff. So again, like I said, I'm going to be casting actors that are in their 20s, actors that look believable, like they can portray these characters off for years, rather than just like, feeling like they had to be contractually obligated to come back for movies to come on. And so, okay. For Cyclops, I think an actor who I actually seen a lot of potential in is Skylar Gisondo as being really might actually be on their radar, because he's propped up in a lot of stuff. The Bill Englivian show, where he played the younger brother to the actress who played Mystique in that show. He played the younger brother siblings to Gwen Stacy in the Amazing Spider-Man movies. He's popped up in Psych. He's popped up in Santa Clara Diet. So you can tell he's a young actor who has potential to be on the radar of like a superhero franchise. I would love to see him be Cyclops, because I think his personality and acting traits. He also popped up in the Vacation movies, and it's just dawned on me. I think he deserves a role in the MCU. Actors who I think that he can. That's the actor that's the character I can see him portraying. He kind of plays off this like goofy character, but he comes off with as a good heart. And you think you need to cast an actor who has a good heart and naturally wanting to do the right thing and being that comedic role. I think kind of going for like what they did with Captain America that made him likable is casting a comedic actor who can actually portray off serious roles in comedic roles. You need to get that actor that can do that. Now for Jean Grey, Marvel Girl. This was kind of a hard choice. I kind of had to go against the curve, because I think this actress actually has potential. She might not fit the comic book mold of what she looks like, but it's changing the character a bit. And that's Isabella Moner. Honestly, I've seen her in a lot of stuff right now. I kind of seen her in the Transformers last night. She played that little girl in there. She played in Instant Family, where she kind of had that nurturing, mothering figure of the group. She's kind of like the X-Men's equivalent to... She's kind of like the Fantastic Four's equivalent of Invisible Woman, in a sense. Like, she has that nurturing, kind of caring personality. Kind of like that big sister portrayal. I think she can actually play this very well. She was a young actress on Nickelodeon. She has the potential. She's a young up-and-coming actress. I could see her being put in this role. Now, again, she's Latina, but honestly, I don't care if they have to change parts of the character. But I think it's modernizing parts of the X-Men franchise for a new audience, and they should do something with that. Race change a few characters, but not every single character, just to be doing that. Again, like I said, like what the X-Men movies did. They cast a well-ranged of different kind of actors in these roles that they did. I'm not trying to be, make these roles believable. For actors who I can see having potential. Now for Iceman. This actor I actually had originally on my casting for another character in the team, so he was on my radar of actors so I could totally see in the MCU or anything. And that's Nick Robertson for Iceman. I'm not trying to typecast him, because he did that Love, Simon movie, and he can play that believable gay character if they want to go with that route with his character. And he can play these kind of characters that he's worked with ABC before, with his comedy show Melissa and Joey. I've seen it. He also popped up in Jurassic World in the first movie, in a lot of young adult teen movies. I think he's right in that acting range of young actors that just haven't been in the crap of, he's kind of like a new generation of what Nicholas Hoult was, in a sense, towards a lot. I think he can actually do this very well. Iceman. I believe he could play a good Iceman. Now for Beast. Now, when I first heard Spider-Man was going to be in the MCU, I originally thought he was going to be the top choice, originally, because he works with ABC. In real life, he's a child prodigy, and you want to cast somebody who can be believably smart and play off that strong character role, and having a good heart, and I think it's no doubt that I think Nolan Gao to ace this role as Beast, because he looks like he actually can be Beast. You know, he almost kind of reminds me a little bit of a young Tom Holland. He actually kind of has that vibe of what Tom Holland had in the Spider-Man movies. He has that young, youthful vibe, and he's a little bit, he's a little bit muscular. I can totally see him being on the route of young actors that have been on it. I think he's perfect. Honestly, he's just perfect. And then also, let's go for Angel. Again, Angel, it was very hard to cast, because a lot of people just throw up their favorite pretty boy kind of blonde character actors. But I feel like you need to cast somebody who can play up the dramatization of him going through something. Again, this actor is actually in Cobra Kai. I can actually totally see him playing a superhero in the future, because he has so much potential to be a great actor. And again, this is what I'm looking for. Young actors who have potential to be big names. A new level of young actors that can be brought up, that Disney can make into big... and actually, he did work with Disney in an old show that he was in Kirby Buckets in Cobra Kai. Yeah, I'm talking about Hawk from Cobra Kai. You could totally see that guy playing a superhero in the franchise, in a superhero franchise. He just kind of has that edge. Like, he can play up of that tormented side person while also feeling a little cocky. I think you need to kind of have that kind of personality traits for Angel, and that's kind of what the character was. He's a little blonde, and I think he's perfect. Originally I thought he would be a good Iceman, but honestly, I think he's better for Angel. So that's just my Fancast for the X-Men, the MCU X-Men. Let's just go run down real quick. Skylar Cassandro as Cyclops, Isabella Moner as Jean Grey, Nick Robertson as Iceman, Nolan Gao as Beast, and Jacob Bertrand as Angel. I think that's just a perfect cast right there. Tell me what you think down below, if you think any of these actors should be considered to be in a superhero franchise.